Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. FLA workers strike over wage discontent. Several workers at the Firearm Licensing Authority FLA stayed off the job on Tuesday, citing concerns related to the government's compensation reclassification exercise. Consequently, individuals arriving for scheduled appointments were left without assistance as the facility's entrance remained padlocked. Williams urges residents to share information with cops after Trelawney teen killed in home invasion. Minister of Education and Youth Favor Williams is urging residents to share information with police investigators with the brutal attack on 3 females in Alberton, Trelawney on Sunday that left 15-year-old Jamila Cole dead and her 39-year-old mother hospitalized in serious condition. Jamila's 17-year-old cousin, who was also attacked in the home invasion, managed to escape and raise an alarm. That was not before Jamila and her mother were viciously assaulted and beaten over their heads. Jamila, who was taken to hospital in an unconscious state, died on Monday. Reports are that she was also sexually assaulted. Williams said the incident represents another dark chapter in the space of violent attack on our citizens. The minister expressed particular sadness of the death of Jamila, who was a student at Troy High School in Trelawney. In condemning the attack on the family, Williams said no alleged prior dispute or arguments can justify the barbaric and wanton violent attack on the mother and the 2 girls. Jamila's father, Mr. Cole, has told the media he believes the attack on the family is linked to a domestic dispute. Meanwhile, the police have taken a person of interest into custody in connection with the home invasion and murder of Jamila. Man accused of stabbing 74-year-old father to death during dispute. A man is now facing murder charges after reportedly stabbing his 74-year-old father to death during an argument at their St. Mary home on Saturday. Charged is 33-year-old Omar Ford of St. Mary Street, Portmore in the parish. Reports from the Portmore police are that about 3 a.m., Omar and his father Clovis Ford had an argument, during which Omar reportedly used a knife to inflict several wounds to his dad. The police were alerted and upon arrival, Clovis was assisted to hospital where he was pronounced dead. An investigation was launched and Omar was charged with murder on Sunday, August 6, following a caution statement. Holness says Jamaica's agriculture has not reached its full potential. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says he is not satisfied that Jamaica's agriculture is where it should be. Speaking at the 69th Denby Agricultural Food Show in Clarendon, Mr. Holness noted that Jamaica has not seen a major stock that has challenged its food security. He said Jamaica's agriculture has been fairly resilient over the past half-century, but he believes it has not reached its true potential. Mr. Holness noted that Jamaica needs to spend more time on the business of agriculture.
I am not satisfied that we are pushing the boundaries just enough. We saw today a very good demonstration, I use that term again, a demonstration of our capabilities with the development of breeds in cattle. Jamaica was a pioneer in that regard. And many countries have taken the breeds and are doing very well with them. We're doing well with our breeds here in cattle, but we could do much more. The business of agriculture has 2 elements to it. The first element is financing, and the second element is technology. So I'm seeing the various companies involved pushing more machinery, pushing more chemicals, and the hybridization of seeds and so forth. That's a good part of it. And we're seeing more financing entities, banks and so forth, being willing to place money in agriculture. But the other element of a successful agricultural industry is the entrepreneurial mind. Because at the end of the day, whilst we all like to think of agriculture as a small endeavor for a small plot of land or a small farmer, agriculture is really big business. And for Jamaica to achieve true independence in its agriculture, we need to attract business minds into agriculture, into agribusiness.
Alligator pan warning. Residents of the current of Alligator Pan in Manchester, following the weekend drowning of 17-year-old boy, have again warned visitors to stop ignoring the no swimming sign at a section of the beach they claim is dangerous. The area known as River has been the scene of numerous drowning over the years, including 2 in the past week. Wayne Watson, a resident and fisherman for 17 years in Alligator Pan, said a river empties into the sea and that locals have been warning visitors to use the river for recreational like swimming, but not to venture into the sea. On several occasions, however, their warning have been ignored. We tell the people to be careful how they go into the sea because it is very rough, he stated on Monday. The water can be deep more time, and when we talk to the people, they're still not listening. Don't follow other people like we locals. We can swim. We're born and grown in Alligator Pond. From what day, the weather is kind of rough, and we talk to the people who come down here to stay, but them still not here. Last Monday, we had to save about 5 people. One died on the way to hospital, he added. On Sunday, Asafalo, 17, a resident and mechanic of Endeavour Street near Michael in northwest Manchester, is suspected to have drowned at the Ginger spot. A police report said about 2:30 p.m., Lowe and his friends went swimming at the beach in Alligator Pond when he reported they got into difficulties and was seen sinking underwater. Efforts to recover his body were unsuccessful up to late Monday. This incident follows last week Monday's suspected drowning of Canadian Sutherland, 23, at the same area. A police report said about 5:30 p.m., Sutherland, a warehouse worker in Ontario, Canada, and family members visited the beach. While swimming, Sutherland encountered difficulties. Police said he was rescued by a passerby who attempted to resuscitate him. He was taken to the Mandeville Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Reporters were told that Lowe, who had relocated from his family home in Endeavour near Michael, Manchester, was working as an apprentice at a body shop in the corporate area. "I'll know, didn't even find anybody in IC," Watson said in reference to Lowe's suspected drowning. The local fisherman is hoping that the teen's body will be recovered. A lot of people go and search for him. His body is not going to be found until maybe 3 days' time because it takes a time before the body floats. But you might not find the body either, depending on how the current is going, stated Watson. A number of people gathered at the beach on Monday, observed as Independence Day due to August 6 falling on a Sunday. Some of the beachgoers were aware of the drowning and said they were taking precautions by not going into the sea. "People kinda scared to see the number of lives taken by this water," stated Watson. He said the turnout at the beach in Alligator Pond continues to grow annually. "Every year it's get bigger on this beach. We put signs on the beach, some people see the signs and draw back from the swimming," he said. Melaine Henry, a beachgoer from Mandeville, said she enjoyed it there so much that she has visited the area twice in the past week. She said she witnessed 2 people being saved last Tuesday. "While we were here on Emancipation Day, I saw a lot of crowd running towards the sea, and when I really tried to understand what was happening, it was 2 people the wave was carrying away into the sea. With quick help, people saved their lives," she said. She urged people not to go into the sea but to instead enjoy the river. "Because the river is much a safer place for us as people, especially when we have children. We have to make sure that they are safe," stated Henry. A resident and vendor in Alligator Pond who identified himself as Littleville suggested that more safety systems be posted at the beach, particularly on holidays. "If you put up more lifeguards on the beach, it would work out better," he added. JFB urges person not to leave cooking unattended to avoid fires. The Jamaica Fire Brigade JFB is urging persons not to leave cooking unattended in order to prevent fires. JFB Commissioner Stuart Beckford told reporters that within recent years, cooking left unattended has been among the causes of fires across Jamaica. He pointed out that the JFB has seen cases where persons fall asleep while cooking. Beckford noted that in several instances, persons come home from work tired, start cooking, move to sit on the sofa, then the next thing you know, you doze off, and that becomes full-blown sleep, and when you wake up, the entire place is on fire. He informed that there has since been incidents of fires where persons leave the home while cooking, saying they are going on the road but not too far to get something, often an ingredient that is needed for the meal. What we normally encourage persons to do is, if you have to leave the house, if you feel tired, don't start cooking. However, if you start, turn the stove off, the commissioner stated. It's better to be safe than sorry. You can always resume your cooking, but when your house is burnt down, you are going to have to build from scratch, he emphasized. Meanwhile, Beckford is encouraging Jamaicans to invest in fire extinguishers and smoke detectors for their homes. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.